it's your girl, LaTanya, Kristina, aka TeeTee. Welcome back to my channel of all things life, love, and beauty. It's been a minute since I've been here, so I deeply apologize, but I thank you guys for hanging in there with me. Been traveling for work and went on vacation to Cancun, which was absolutely fabulous, even though it rained a couple of the days that we were there, but it was still a great vacation, you know, despite that. But I've missed you guys. I've missed filming. I know I'm going to be a little rusty today, but work with me through this as I get back in the rhythm. And I mean, since, you know, I've been gone a few weeks, I mean, there's been so many makeup releases. It's really hard to keep up, you know, with all of them. Oh my God. Between all of the Norvina palettes, the mini ones, now the TeeTee palette, the Frozen 2 palettes, the butterfly palettes. I mean, it's just palette after palette after makeup. It's like now Jaclyn Hill is back at it again with her highlighters that look like Fenty. The packaging looks like Fenty, and y'all are funny. I've seen some of the comments on her packaging, but and the memes are even better. But there's just so many, you know, makeup releases. I buy, as I've said all year, I buy what I have to have, what I'm drawn to, all that good stuff like that. And the one item I wanted, I missed out on, was the Divine Rose palette from Pat McGrath. But trust me, at some point I will have that, because it actually looks really, really pretty. Better than, I like that look of that palette than the one she just released just maybe a couple of months ago. And the fact that she's done, you know, 2 palettes back to back is really a surprise. But Divine Rose, I think I need that in my life. But the one makeup collection that I did purchase recently, you know, Colourpop, because they got releases, you know, every day, you know, it seems like, was the Going Coconuts collection. Let's see if we can, there's nothing better than natural light, let me tell you that. So I got this collection, so we're gonna try this. I know you're thinking another neutral palette. Let's just see how this is going to play out. I saw it, and I, like a lot of you, love neutral palettes, you know, even some that have a little bit of color or flair, you know, to them. I'm always, you know, good with that. So we're going to try this out today. We're going to do some swatches. We're going to look at the whole collection. But before we get into that, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You're here, you've watched, and you guys, thank you for the love on my last review that I did of the Huda Beauty Nude Rich palette. Thank you guys so much for love on that video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like, comment, you know, thumbs up, you know, thumbs down, comment. I do respond, you know, to comments, you know, as they come in, you know, as they come my way. So let's just get into this Going Coconuts review. Okay, so let's check out what is in the collection. So I bought the collection. It was only $67. You got the eyeshadow palettes, the eyeshadow palette, which the palette itself retails for $17. It's a 9-pan palette, your typical Colourpop, you know, format and what have you. I tell you, natural light. Okay, maybe the camera will adjust, you know, to it, but we'll swatch it. But also came 2 bronzers, you know, in the, it's hard to see because natural light, but 2 bronzers. We have Coconut Beach and Talk to the Palm, really cute names. They're both pressed powder bronzers. The Super Shock shadows, there were 3 that came. I've never tried them, so I'm curious to try to get to these today. Peekaboo. Let's see which Peekaboo is kind of a really shimmery color here. It looks like really shimmery color, very shimmery. And then there's a little Quirky, which is kind of a bronzy color. Looks like really pretty. I've heard a lot of good things about their Super Shock shadows. Try to say that fast. And then last one here is Deep Dive, which is kind of a brownish red. So that's pretty too. It also came with a lip scrub and a lip balm. Really interesting. Smells like coconut. Probably won't know if I get to this today, but I always love a good lip scrub, especially now because the weather is just so dry right now. And then it came with 2 lip bundles. Shall We Dance, which came with, it's their collection of Just a Tint. Oh, Jesus. Colors. This looks like a nude color here. Yeah, I'm going to try to get to these today. Oh, and then there's this one. This is really cute. They're lip crayons is what they're called. This is kind of a brownish, reddish color. And then the other 2, kind of hard to open, is this kind of pinky peach nude color. Oh, I got on the side there. I don't know about these. And then this one, which kind of looks like the other, like a rosy peach color here. We'll see. I might try them today. But the palette here, it's a pressed powder palette, so it doesn't have any of those really heavy glitter colors, you know, the ones you can't really put on your eye because it'll probably make you go blind or scratch your cornea or something like that. But here's the palette and the 9 shades. You guys could probably see it, but to me it looks like a glare. And so let's just swatch the colors here. We got Shredded, which is kind of this really vanilla shimmer looking color. That's vanilla. Ooh, Palm Reader. Lots of shimmer on that one. Okay. Cool Lotta, which is kind of like an ashy brown, it looks like. But it goes on almost kind of pinkish. Okay. Lovely Bunch, which is a tan color. That's right there. Right there. Cocoa Crush, which is a shimmer. Really soft shimmer on top of... Oh, that is pretty. Yeah. That's pretty. That's Cocoa Rush. You might go with that. Shell Yeah, which is kind of a pinky color. Probably look really good up against that one. There's that one there. Let's see if we can get a little more on that one. That one, could be the glare. Get Crackin', which is kind of a brown shimmer. That's that one there. Okay. Not bad. All right. Da Coco, which is this really brown, shimmery color. Reminds me of another color. That's pretty, too, right there. And then the last color is Nutty, which is a deep brown shade. Oh, yeah. That's pretty. Okay, so there's the swatches of the 9-pan palette. So... as you can see, my face is already done for the most part, so let's just jump into the palette. Okay, so I'm thinking as I'm looking at this pretty little neutral, very neutral, basic palette here. I think I'm going to start with Lovely Bunch here, which is kind of this tannish color here. And just try to build that up, and let's just see what it looks like. Well, yeah, it's kind of picks up well. Don't forget to tap out the excess. A good amount actually came up on my brush, and this is my Sigma, I think it's an E38 brush, and I really love this brush. I prepped my eyes with concealer today since I was already in a concealer. I had it everywhere else, so I just used that as a primer today. Okay, this brown is actually going on darker than I anticipated. What have you guys been up to? I missed you guys. You know, I have every intention like blogging when we go on trips, but you know, we get there, we start drinking, and everything goes to shit at that point. And you're like, okay. So I'm gonna take this shell, yeah. The names are cute. The shell, yeah, here. This one here is kind of a pinky color, and I'm going to just right over that first color. Lovely bunch. Lovely bunch. I tell you, there's been so many makeup releases. I mean, it's hard to keep up. And, you know, you want to, you know, buy everything, but, you know, if you can or you can't, you know, you're like, some of it you're not going to get to, or you're going to use one or two times, and you're probably not going to come back to it. So that's why I'm like, this little collection looks really, really cute. Okay, I like that. Kind of, let me bring y'all in a little closer. Okay, that's a little better. Okay, kind of build it up there. Okay, I'm going to take a smaller brush and go in with that deeper brown color. Nutty, which is it's a deep brown. It's a rich brown color. Definitely this one here. It's really windy outside. I'm going to go in with that one in the crease to kind of deepen that up a little bit. Let's just see. Kind of place it there. And just kind of work. You know what? I also want to compare this to a couple of my other kind of nude palettes too. So we'll do that, you know, at the end as well. But yeah, I think it's blending well. This color is dark, and maybe if I just build it up more, I kind of wanted it just a little darker. You know, we're gonna cut this crease today. So let's just go, because I really like Cocoa Crush. I really like that. So let's just see what Cocoa Crush has to offer. I'm getting better at it. That is something that truly, truly takes, you know, a good, quick, steady hand and some patience, which I normally don't have, but, you know, today I do. Okay, so where's my little flat brush here? We're gonna try Cocoa Rush here, because I like the way that shimmer looks. This here. Yeah. I'm like, come on, camera, adjust for me. That. I'm just gonna take a flat brush on that. I don't even know the number on this one, but it's a MAC brush. But look at that. Bring it back. Like that. So let's just, I think because it's got some peaky, pinky kind of undertones to it. So let's just try it and see here. A little bit of fallout on that one. I just swiped it, but it definitely picked up a good amount of okay. Yeah. Oh, it never fails. And I get it like everywhere. Yeah, there's definitely a little bit kind of falling out there. Yeah, there's definitely some fallout on that. Let me tap off some of that extra there. Okay. Jeez. Okay. Ooh. I mean, it is just, yeah, it's just giving me life right now. Yeah, this is really kind of giving me life right now. Look how shimmery. Oh. Look how shimmery that is. That is nice. Yeah, that is definitely nice. I'm afraid to try even one of the Super Shock shadows on. Yeah, there's a little bit of fallout on on that one. Damn, glitter all over my face, but it's pretty. It's not as pink as I thought, but it's definitely something like in the champagne family. You know, definitely something along, you know, those lines. Just try to, you know, it never fails. One eye always comes out better than the other. Never fails. Okay. Pretty though. Okay, so I will finish up my eye look. We'll come back, we'll try the bronzers and the lip stuff, the lip, what are they, the lip tints. We'll be back. Okay, so I finished up a couple things. Obviously some lashes. I added some of that, what is nutty, this brown color, and then shell, yeah, down on the lower lash line. I'm rusty. I wear makeup every day to work, but I don't do like all of this, you know, for work. But yeah, I can always tell when I'm rusty. So bronzer, as I'm looking at the bronzer, let's look at the first one here, which is Beach Coconut. And this color is light. It's really light. That might be too light for me. And then Talk to the Palm, which is a little browner. It's still on the light side if I compare it to, let's say, Fenty. Let me see, let me grab a Caramel Cutie, which is definitely, oh yeah, it's definitely browner. Caramel Cutie, it's definitely more brown, you know, for sure. I think they're both too light for me. I think they're probably just a bit, just, yeah, they're both going to be too light for me. So let's just go with the Caramel Cutie, since that's just what I have here now. I'm going to add some blush. I'm going to go with Colourpop's Shayla Construct Pressed Powder Blush. It's probably one of the closest blushes to Sweet as Cocoa, which, you know, MAC discontinued, and I'm just gonna put that right on over that bronzer. This is the finished product. The lip that I used today, I didn't care for any of the lip crayons. Just trust me, I didn't care for those. So those are, I'm gonna have a giveaway soon on my channel, so I didn't, you know, swatch them or anything, just the colors I wasn't vibing on. But I went with my Neat Freak lip gloss and the Shayla Proceed with Caution. I think this is Speed Up and BFF4 lip pencil, yeah, with some gloss on top. I didn't want my lips to be like too much. But let's compare. Going coconut, let's look at Brown Sugar, which is one of my favorite palettes, and I used it recently. Let's just put them side by side here. You know, two 9-pan palettes, you know, neutral palettes. I would say Brown Sugar is probably more red, more warm. It's a very pretty palette. I used this palette a couple times last week. It's a neutral too, but it's definitely warm, some red undertones. This is definitely a neutral palette, I'm going to say. So let's look at California Love from Colourpop as well too, which is a palette I've used recently too. You know, different palettes, you know, yes, you know, I'll say California Love, you know, definitely it's a brighter palette, a brighter, warmer palette, I would say. I love California Love, and I've used this recently as well too. This is just more toned down, I would say, in comparison to California Love. I'd say, you know, California Love is definitely a bright nude palette, and I really like this palette. It's just a bright nude palette. And then, you know, a palette that I reviewed recently, the Huda Beauty Nude Rich palette. You know, this is definitely, you know, different for sure. You know, versus, you know, this has some very rich undertones with the browns, the pinks, you know, the light pinks, the shimmers, you know, very, very pretty. This pretty dark purple here in the corner, you know, this is, you know, they're just, you know, so different, but, you know, all three great nude palettes. Going Coconut is very much a neutral palette. I don't think it gets any more neutral than this palette that I've seen recently, especially in comparison to these three. You know, different spin or take on neutral or nude, but this is definitely as plain as it's going to get. So I think for those who, you know, are good with these, you know, this deep rich brown here, it's a very cool palette. Very cool palette. You know, the warmest color is probably Shell Yeah and Nutty here. That's probably going to be as warm as you're going to get. But the shimmers here are, you know, really, really nice. This is what I have on my eyes. You know, this one here. And then, cool, this is Palm Reader, which I swatched earlier, is what I put in the corner, you know, today. So, you know, do I like this palette? Yes. Would I use it again? Absolutely. It's $17. It doesn't get any more neutral, I think, or plain than this palette. This palette is plain. I mean, it's a plain palette. So if you like plain with a little bit of shimmer, because you've got, let me see, 5 matte colors, and the other 4 are, you know, shimmer. This one is kind of like a matte shimmer here. That's Get Crackin', you know, that there. But I like the palette. I would say yes, you know, with the sale coming up, I'd grab it because, you know, it's 9 pan. It's got a mirror. It's easy to travel with. If you just like your makeup to look, you know, very natural, nude looking, this is definitely something I think, you know, you should consider going Coconuts. I mean, another, you know, decent collection from Colourpop. The bronzers are just too light for me. I like a little color, you know, in my bronzers. They're too light for me. The Super Shock shadows, I will definitely get around to using those. The lip bundle, I will get around to using that. And the lip crayons, I'll probably give those away, to be quite honest with you. So, but, you know, despite that, I still give the palette, going Coconuts itself, a thumbs up. The rest of the stuff in the collection, if you're a little brighter than me, I mean, this is not going to even show up on me. This is nothing that's going to come up, you know, on me. So, you know, I'd probably would skip everything else but the palettes. Okay, again, the palette is $17, and with Black Friday coming up, it's probably worth it to get it now. So that's what I think. Another neutral palette to add to the collection, yeah. But, you know, this is something for work that I would travel with, you know, as well as, you know, this one too. I said that, you know, in my review. Anything that's like small and compact and I can just stick in my one little makeup bag, you know, that's always a plus for me. So let me know what you guys think of going Coconuts collection, one of the many collections from Colourpop recently. Let me know if you're going to pick it up. Let me know what you think of this video. And until next time, your girl TeeTee is out.